everybody, and happy 4th of July weekend. This is Lauren, your instructor, and I wanted to post a little message with some feedback for you about some of the assignments. There's a little bit of inconsistency in what some of you are doing, and so I thought it'd be easier to post a video message to let everyone know what they're supposed to be doing. So the first thing I'd like to address is the discussion board. You'll notice that every week there are 3 discussion boards typically. This week they're a little bit different because I'm asking you to post some information about your upcoming speech so that you can get some feedback from the other members of your group. Those were supposed to be posted by this evening, and I've only seen a couple of them. So if you haven't posted those, please make sure that you go in and post those. The second thing is that you're supposed to be posting early in the week, like by Wednesday, and then again on Saturday. And that's to engage everyone in the class and make sure that those people who are posting are also getting some feedback. There are only a couple of you that have really been following that format and posting pretty regularly. Some of you are waiting until the day the assignments are due to post, and that's making it impossible for you to actually do all the steps in the discussion board, that ABC2 process. So I'd really appreciate if those of you who haven't been posting regularly at the beginning of the week, make sure that you get in and do that. And go back to those week 1 assignments in the discussion board, and you should still see the instructions. So just make sure you review that ABC2, because you're supposed to be answering all the questions, building on what your other classmates have been saying, and then make sure that you post a question and then go in and respond to at least 2 other people in the class. The second thing is I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to due dates. I had to wait on posting the responses to the speeches because not everybody had done their peer reviews, and then I had some things going on early in the week. So I'm hoping to get all of those grades posted tomorrow. I had submitted feedback to everybody on those particular speeches, and I didn't realize that I was doing it in a place where every time I was doing it, it was reposting the newest information, erasing what I'd previously posted. So I think I'm probably going to send a video message out with some general feedback to everybody on the in the bag speeches and the commemorative speeches. Those of you who are in class obviously got feedback directly on your speeches, so you'll be able to look for that. And speaking of feedback, make sure that when you go into the My Grades area, if you see any numbers bolded, that means that I've left you a specific piece of feedback. And if you hover your mouse over that bolded number, you'll be able to see my comments. Sometimes I'm just writing feedback to you saying, hey, nice job, and a couple of comments about what you wrote. Occasionally I'll post a question in there. It's not necessarily meant for you to respond to me, but it's just a food for thought question. But I want to make sure that you're taking a look at that feedback. I also have been posting feedback in the discussion board when I can. Sometimes I've held off on it because I don't want to post my feedback before some other people in your group get a chance to post feedback, but I have been responding there. So make sure again that you go back in those discussion boards and take a look at that feedback. The next thing is that I want you to make sure that you're reading the announcements, and make sure that when you go into the unit, you look at the lesson plan that lays out. It's the same information that's in the announcement, but make sure that you're going through all the steps of reading and responding and doing all of the assignments. Some of you haven't been doing that regularly, so you might be missing an assignment or 2, and that's going to affect the points that you're getting for the weekly assignments. So while they may not all be getting points individually, you do get points for 25 points each week for what you're doing collectively in those assignments. If you're not completing everything, you're not going to get all the points. So please make sure that you understand. And if you have any questions, please send them to me. And that's the last thing I want to mention, is that the last discussion board this week is any questions, concerns, or clarifications that you need on the upcoming speech. I know that Sabia had asked me to post a couple of outlines. I went to school, got a couple of them. I wanted to make a couple changes, but when I sent them to myself as PDFs, I can't go in and physically make changes, so I may retype those. So those will be posted pretty soon. I do want to make sure that everybody knows too that in an informative speech, you want to make sure that your topics are, while you may have strong feelings about them, that you're not expressing your particular feelings about those topics. An informative speech is meant to enhance audience understanding. It's not meant to persuade or influence them to feel a particular way about a topic. So if you're having any difficulty with withholding an opinion that you have on a topic, it may be an indication that you need to find a different topic. I wrote to one of you about that particular issue. So you, again, make sure that you go in and read that feedback, and if you have any questions, just contact me directly. Okay? I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Next week, you're going to be doing some more in-depth work on responding to outlines of your peers and posting your outline for your upcoming cultural artifact speech. Again, it's going to be real important that you pay attention to those due dates. And then we have speeches on Tuesday, July 12th. So not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I also extended that due date for next week from Monday to Tuesday to accommodate the 4th of July holiday. Okay? Enjoy your time. Hope we have beautiful weather and that you have a wonderful celebration. Talk to you later.